welcome to another edition of Flea Market Fantasy, the world's second greatest Bronze Age era comic book podcast. Joining me as always is new Michael, Kevin, Jank.
I'm here, Mike Dell, and I don't know what I read today.
What do you mean you don't know what you read? You read a
Oh
thrilling
boy.
tale of the West Coast Avengers fighting well, they don't fight the Zodiac. The
Yeah.
Zodiac. Yeah,
Because there's
Zodiac.
nothing better than having 12 villains you gotta learn and then having
Oh
them
my
be
God.
replaced by 12 other villains who may or may not be who they think they are. And
The best the best is when you have 12 villains and they all have to address each other by name every time they talk, so everyone knows
yep.
who they're talking to
Yep.
and what
Because
everybody's
none of them
names
are
are.
really household names, so
I'd
yeah.
rather they just put little name tags on them and then write
Yeah.
better dialogue. That'd be nice. But
I
anyway,
like the dialogue
uh,
boxes when they're like showing people off screen and they're like, "Cancer says this." It was literally like basically having to narrate like
yes,
that.
they put dialogue tags and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so West Coast Avengers issue 26 from 1987. That's what we're doing here today. And this was an unusual West Coast Avengers team. It seemed a little odd to me. Um,
Yeah.
Hank
I
Pym
mean,
in a
some of the
hat.
mainstays were there. Yeah.
Yeah. Moon Knight seemed like a new addition, maybe, to the
Yep.
team. But yeah, we'll get into all that here in a minute. But before we do, let's remind everybody if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Last I checked, we are up to 468. So we picked up
Oh,
one.
almost
And
to 469. That's what we
yeah,
really celebrate.
and so we're getting close at the current. Well, again, the goal is 500. And Jank will make me read The Dark Knight Returns, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But at our current pace, we're about 4 months away.
Holy
So
hell.
maybe by the end of the summer, we'll
It's
be reading The Dark Knight Returns.
actually a possibility.
It
Come on,
is a
people. Let's make
possibility.
this happen. Make Mike Dell suffer.
So, also have a book out there called Monkey Flip about a chimp detective. All right,
Mhm.
so West Coast Avengers issue 26, and it stars the Zodiac. And their first appearance was in Avengers 72, 1970. I almost picked that issue, except it was actually released in 69, but a cover date of 1970. I
Oh,
figured
okay.
that's probably be
Yep.
cheating if we did that, so I
Just
couldn't pick
slightly
that.
cheating.
Yeah. But they're created by Roy the Boy Thomas in Saab Buscema, and
Of course.
they were a criminal cartel with 12 members based on the Zodiac sign, and they were founded and funded by Cornelius Van Lunt, who was Taurus. He was a fancy
Yeah.
I don't know, investment banker. He had a lot of money. I don't know. He's in this issue,
He
and
sure is.
he looks like maybe
Must have
David
been one of those bull
Crosby.
market things. That's what they were going
Uh,
for there.
I remember
He
David
does look like
Crosby.
David Crosby. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's Cornelius Van Lunt, and
Van Lunt is a great name.
so these Zodiac members, they each worked out of a different city, and their goal was to
Oh.
achieve economic and political domination. All right. And here's a cool thing. Leadership rotated amongst the members according to which Zodiac sign was, like what month you're in, you know?
Ooh.
So, like, I was born February 17th. That's an Aquarius. So in
Yeah.
February, Aquarius would be leading the team. Well, what's your Zodiac symbol there, Jank?
I'm a Sagittarius. So me and Hawkeye, I
Sagittarius.
guess.
Oh, yeah, the archer. You're the archer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What month is that? What month is that?
December.
That's
I
right, December.
think I'm like the first day of it, like is when they switches over. So
All right. Yeah. Are you into the astrology?
not so much. So a lot of the dialogue in this book
Okay.
was very hard to
My
handle.
my favorite bit of dialogue. Well, this is written by Steve Englehart and drawn by our buddy Al Milgrom. But there's a scene where Cornelius Van Lunt is talking to he's well there some events happen, and then he's trying
Hmm.
to talk to the West Coast Avengers about what happened. And he's trying to predict where this Zodiac will strike next. And
Yeah.
he says, I didn't know anything about astrology when I joined the Zodiac, but I've studied since then. And I can predict why. Why would you start a group called Zodiac if you weren't into
Yes.
astrology?
Yeah, I
That
guess he
makes
just
no
thought it was a good
sense.
gimmick. Like, hey, we gotta have something. Could just pick
And then
colors of the
like,
rainbow, but Zodiac sounds cooler.
and why even write that dialogue? Like, just have him say, I've studied, astrology tells me that they were going to be like, we'll assume that he studied astrology and that he's in a group called
Yes.
Zodiac. I think we
Yeah.
all can buy in that he knows about astrology. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's putting a hat on a hat for sure.
It's crazy.
I
All right,
hope
so
that the Pisces operated out of Pittsburgh though, so that
the
he could be
fish
the
that
fish
saved
that saved
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
That's a great movie. Great movie.
It was not.
All right,
Not
so
so much.
Jake Fury, who was Nick's brother, Nick
Yeah.
Fury. Jake Fury was the original Scorpio in the Zodiac,
Hmm.
and he gained possession of the Zodiac key, which
Boy, did he.
which originated in the Ankh dimension. There's a dimension called Ankh. I think Moon Knight would be
Okay.
aware of this.
Yeah.
But apparently, this Ankh dimension is a conflict-based realm where good is always fighting evil, and
Mm.
it's pretty much
Isn't that
like
most
in
realms? Yeah.
yeah. But the key was sent to Earth because the good versus evil struggle was more intense here. Like in the Ankh dimension, things started to calm down. They started
Wow.
getting along, and they're like, "Oh, this ain't no fun." So they sent an Ankh key to Earth, or I don't know, to spice things up. And
Yeah, it's like season two. We gotta up the ante now.
and the key is made from an unknown material, and it possesses vast psionic powers, enabling
Mm.
teleportation, energy blasts, vitality enhancement.
Oh,
That's like
that sounds like it'll
Viagra.
come in handy. Yeah.
And matter restructuring. Well, that's a neat trick.
Oh.
Yeah. And apparently, the key is also sentient and can think and act on its own to protect its wielder. So, how
Sure.
about that? The
Kind of like
Zodiac
having a
key.
Green Lantern ring, it sounds like.
Yeah. So, this Jake Fury fella, they had a couple stories where he was trying to kill his brother, Nick. And then
Yeah.
eventually he killed himself, though. Shot himself in the head. But
Missed it by that much.
so I was trying to kill my brother. No, no, no. It wasn't an accident. He sat down and said, I'd had enough of this, and shot himself in the head. But
He's like, I got a new plan. I'm gonna kill Nick Fury's family. Leave him for last. Guess I gotta go.
but the Zodiac key brought him back to life, I guess, as
Yeah.
a uh live model
As a robot.
decoy. Yeah,
Yeah.
robot, an LMD, live model decoy. And
Hmm.
because then we find out all of Nick Fury's buddies are all LMDs, right? Because they were all
Yeah.
like some dumb joke
Eventually,
was an
pretty much,
LMD.
yeah.
Yeah, I lived them all. So then that Zodiac, he kept coming back as an LMD, and the original Zodiac group got arrested and thrown in jail. Then they got released. But while they were in jail, there was a whole team of LMD Zodiacs, and then they got like somebody. I think Quicksilver was involved in this, if I'm remembering this properly. He
Yeah.
he was a bad guy for some reason, and I think this was in the first West Coast Avengers annual #1. Quicksilver somehow got a team of LMD Zodiacs, and he had them attack the Avengers. And they split up into teams of four, and they attacked them all over the country in like little skirmishes. But for some reason, I don't know why Quicksilver was doing this.
Yeah, not at that time. That wouldn't make
Um,
sense. Must have been
but
mind control.
so they got rid of those LMDs. But guess what? In this issue, more LMDs. They're back. Um,
Oh yeah.
because
Some of them got sex changes.
because in that struggle, like only like two LMDs escaped or something, or maybe one did. I don't know. Well, we know at least one did because he
Yeah.
shows up here in this issue. I don't know. It's all very confusing. But
It
all
really
you got to know,
is.
all you got to know about the Zodiac: 12 members based on the Zodiac signs. That's it. All right, that's
All
all you
you
got
got
to
to
know.
know is that most of this issue is flashbacks to other issues or
Yes.
editor's notes to other issues.
Yep. It's all just here. Let me tell you what really happened. So this might make sense.
Yep.
It probably won't. So I mentioned the creator, Steve Englehart. We've talked about him many times. He had 421 rating credits of Marvel, including 37 of the first 39 issues of West Coast Avengers. He also had a 4-year run on Avengers from 1972 to 76, and he was known for runs in Captain America, Defenders, Hulk, and Captain Marvel during the 1970s. And then he had a pretty notable Fantastic Four run from 87 to 89 in the 1980s.
Oh,
When I think Englehart, I think Defenders probably most
sure.
often. But I also
See
remember
that.
our old buddy Mike L. He was obsessed with trying to collect every issue written by Steve Englehart for a
Oh
while,
yeah, I remember that.
and he
And
never
then he
actually
realized he
read
didn't
them.
even like it. Yeah.
Yes,
He was like, "Oh, this guy's really not that good."
yes. Then he went through the issues. It's like, yeah, why was I doing this? I think he probably confused them with Steve Gerber, and maybe
Yeah,
he wanted to collect Steve
that's very
Gerber's issue, and
possible.
yeah. But anyway, so that's Steve Englehart. And now the artist Al Milgrom, he was a writer, artist, inker, and editor at Marvel. He had 223 penciling credits, including 39 of the first 40 issues of West Coast Avengers from 85 to 89. I always think of him, he was the driving force behind Marvel Fanfare. He was the editor behind Marvel Fanfare, and he like really
Oh,
pushed
was
that.
he? I
Yeah,
didn't even
so
know that.
yeah, he was the editor for like 60 issues there. He always had a little column in that issue he'd talk about and stuff. And then one of the other things he drew was Kitty Pryde and Wolverine, that limited series.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Did
say
he
he also,
do Secret Wars 2?
that's what I was just going to say. I think he also did
Yeah.
Secret Wars too.
I think that was him.
Yeah. But it's, so there you go, Al Milgrom. Anything else you'd like to say about the Zodiac before we get started?
Oh boy. I wish it was just the Zodiac killer, to be honest. Even though there was multiple of them too, I'd still rather deal with them.
uh, yeah, it's a good gimmick, but it is a little unwieldy with 12 characters. You got
Yeah.
to,
And
it's a
then
little
replacing
much.
them with robots, it's like, why? Why are we overcomplicating this?
That's why I do admire what they did in that annual there. They broke them up into teams of four. That's easily easier to manage. You know, it
Yes.
just needs
Yeah.
four characters instead of 12.
That would make
But
sense. So is that
all
just the
right,
West
so
Coast Avengers then, or was that all the Avengers? Like both teams are like
I
getting
think it was
involved?
both teams. I think it was both
Okay,
teams. Yeah.
that's good.
All right, so let's look at the covers by Milgram. So why don't you describe it for us there, Jake?
Okay, so we got the little corner box there. We got little just face pictures of Hawkeye and Mockingbird. They're together. Iron Man and Hank Pym. They're
It
together.
looks like Iron Man and the Phantom Stranger.
Yeah, it does.
It's just Hank Pym and a fedora. That's all it is.
Quite the
Yeah.
look. I don't know what they were going for there. He was like, I don't know. This was probably, was this pre-Yellow Jacket or after Yellow Jacket? This must have been
This is
after, right?
after. Yeah, this is well
Yeah.
after. Because he was a bad guy, and like this is like his redemption arc. He's coming
Yeah.
back to.
He's like, no bad guys wear hats. You can trust me. I'm wearing a hat.
I'm not gonna slap any ladies anymore. I'm coming back to wear a hat.
You're dressed like someone from the 40s who definitely slapped ladies. I don't know what you're talking about.
This issue actually takes place. Do you remember that we did a West Coast Avengers a few years back where they went
Yeah.
back in time and they're fighting like people back in time, right? Like a Western. It
Hmm.
was an old
Yeah, they're
Western
in
thing.
the old West.
And if you remember in that issue, I think wasn't it was it at the beginning of that or the end of that? Hank Pym was about to shoot himself in the head and kill himself.
Oh yeah.
His life gotten so bad. Yeah.
Ooh, good thing
So
he found that hat.
all right. So anyway, we got here are the other two here at the bottom of the team here.
So then we got Wonder Man and Moon Knight. They make up the other two that actually get
Yeah.
space here on the cover. Tigra, they're
Like,
like,
oh
we're
yeah, that's
good.
right. Tiger's here as well. She's like, yeah. Should put Tiger in there instead of Hank Pym. You know?
Yeah. She's actually dressed like a superhero. He's just got to dress like an old private dick.
Well, she looks like a superhero. She's not dressed like she's just wearing a skimpy bikini all the time. You know, I don't know
That's what
really.
superheroes wear. Ask Shanna the She-Devil.
But how do you feel
Um,
about this team of West Coast Avengers? It seems like something's missing. I don't know. Is this really what we
yeah,
got? Is this all we
it
got?
is. It's kind of rough. Yeah. I mean, Iron Man being there helps it a lot, but yeah, other than that, it does seem like, yeah, it could be better.
Is this even Tony Stark or is this James Rhodey? Who is this? Is this
That's a
Stark?
good question. We never see it, and they
Uh,
mentioned that at least one of the issues they're talking about, which seems somewhat recent, they mentioned it was Rhodey in the armor. So I don't know.
because I think when West Coast Avengers started, I think it was Rhodey, right? I think.
I think so. Yeah.
I never liked Wonder Man. Moon Knight's kind of cool, but
No.
back here he wasn't cool. He was lame.
Yeah. He was very normal, I think, at this point. They hadn't really come up with all the weird, like mental instabilities, I think,
Yeah.
that made him kind of more interesting later
Yeah, I don't
on.
think that came around till the 90s there when he got his own series again or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And, Hank Pym's terrible. Hawkeye's I like Hawkeye and Mockingbird, I guess. But
Yeah. Like they're good in small doses, you know. When they're like kind of the focus of the team. I don't know if that's the
what else are we
best.
missing here? Like who else was a West
Like
Coast
Scarlet
Avengers?
Witch, maybe? Like she
Well,
definitely
her and
came
the
aboard
Vision were
later on,
hanging
and Vision,
around
yeah.
like they were they had the crossover series involving them, Vision and Scarlet Witch. Um, who else was in here though? Were we missing like a big hero?
Um,
Or was this it? This always
I,
it?
I want to say this was about it. I mean, I think towards the end they changed it up a little bit, but yeah,
Uh,
this is kind of the core, I would say.
oh, that's
Maybe
not good.
yeah. Was Jennifer or this
She-Hulk?
Jessica one of the Spider Women was on there at one point, right?
Oh. Uh,
Like the
yeah,
second one?
I'm looking at the first issue here. It's got Iron Man, Wonder Man, Hawkeye, Tiger, and Mockingbird. Yeah, so I guess that's it.
Yeah,
Wow. Who canceled? All right,
classic line.
anyway.
It's amazing
All
this book
right.
got to 100 issues.
Yes. All right, so now describe the
So then it says
cover.
the West Coast Avengers, kind of white letters with blue shadowy font there on the sides there, and then it's just kind of a big shot of Scorpio holding his big old Zodiac key, and he's holding it up in the air,
Sometimes I like to
and
hold my big old Zodiac key too.
yeah, the rest of the Zodiac's behind him in silhouette. It says Zodiac attack. I had one of those one time. They had to get the paddles out. But then, kind of in the foreground, we get the West Coast Avengers and all their glory, doing the thing that you like the most is when you just see the
Yes.
backs of their heads. And
Yes, I
they're
always
all
love
kind
when you
of,
see the hero from behind. It's always
yep. If it was all Tigra, you'd be all for it.
yeah. Uh, this at least they're very recognizable from behind.
Yeah,
They all have good
yeah.
outfits, and it does keep the focus on the Zodiac. But when you have like 18 characters on a cover, 19 characters on a cover, it's tough to get them all in.
There's no
Uh,
composition that's going to make this work really well.
but Scorpio is front and center though, and I like how he's got like a scorpion on the top of his head. Like it's on
Yeah.
the top of the mask. It's like painted into the top of the mask, so it looks kind of cool. I don't know. I
Yeah, he
like
kind of
that.
looks like a Hydra agent except orange.
Yeah, yeah. The rest of the outfit's not too good, but I do like the little skull cap with the scorpion on it.
Yep.
Um, now
Iron
when
Man, we
you
should mention, has this weird, like, dopey red and white costume, which I don't really like.
well, is it silver? It's supposed to be silver, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. We'll go with
but
silver. That's still
it does
also
look
not good.
it does look very
It's
white.
like, where's that gold?
Yeah, this is the red and silver era for Iron Man. And now, when we were going through this issue and we're reading all the Zodiacs, were there some that you had just no idea who the hell they were? Like, why were
Yep.
they? Yeah, like when they weren't
And
mentioning them by addressing them by name, but like, why is this representing the Zodiac sign that it is? I was confused on a few of them,
oh yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit, but we'll see how we go. All right, so we open it up, and Stanley presents the West Coast Avengers, and we're going to shot from overhead of a big meeting table, and all the human members of the Zodiac are around the table, and they're all chatting it up. And so even the human version of them, before we get to the ribbits, okay, like Taurus, clearly he's the bull. That makes
Yep.
sense.
I get
Cornelius Van Lunt knows how to dress. He's the bull.
it.
Now, Cancer, this guy, he's dressed like a crab.
Yep.
That makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
He's got crab claws.
He also works at Red Lobster part of the day.
Yes. Now, what I don't understand is on his chest, there's a backward D.
Yeah.
What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that some kind of like Latin thing? I don't know.
I don't
Like the
know.
root of the word? I don't know.
Is it is it like a half moon maybe or something? But I don't understand. It just looks like a backward
Maybe.
D. I don't get it. All right, so now we got a fish guy. So I'm guessing that's Pisces, right?
I would think, yeah. That'd be my best guess.
Now we got a guy who he's got horns. Would that be Capricorn, like a goat?
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I suppose the rest of his outfit isn't very goaty, but wearing kind of red and light blue,
Oh, then we got a guy. He's in a blue outfit with scales on his chest, like weight scales,
like
not.
justice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's blind. He's got a blindfold. So what is that? Is that Libra or I don't know. What is that?
Um,
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought we needed an
Scales.
astrologist.
That
Uh,
is Libra.
all right, cool. And then we got Scorpio. We recognize him immediately. Oh, then we
Yep.
got Leo the lion. Again, perfect. Guy dressed like a lion.
This guy's great.
Eh,
Like he's got his hands sticking out of there instead of actual claws, but then he's got like a full like lion mask that covers up everything. It looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, like he's got like he's wearing a lion outfit, but like you said, his human hands are sticking out of the sleeves. But then
Really
he's got
ruins the illusion.
but then he's got claws coming out of the top of the sleeves, though.
So he can claw himself
What
accidentally while
is
fighting. That's good.
Yes, that makes no sense. Next to him is the in-betweener.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
No, it's a guy who looks exactly like the in-betweener. That how would you describe the in-betweener? What is he? Is so he's not a celestial. He's a
Like, yeah, he's one of those cosmic beings that represents,
cosmic
I don't
being.
know,
That's
something.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the constant struggle between good and evil. I think, right? The in-betweener. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh, but yeah, he's dressed like that. So half his body's black, half his body's white. But who is this? Would that
That's a good question. Is that supposed to be Gemini?
okay? We'll go with that.
Maybe.
And then the guy next to him, he's just a dude in a blue outfit with red wristbands. I don't know. I can't see a symbol really.
Nope.
Um, do you think
Just
they're
kind of
sitting in
generic
order?
villain.
Uh, they're not sitting in order. I was thinking they're sitting in month order, but they're not. Next, there's a guy who looks like a cricket or a praying mantis, or
Yeah, it looks like Bug from like the Micronauts.
yes. I don't know what his deal is. Huh. And then there's a guy he's got like a Wolverine owl haircut next to him. And I think he might be Aries. So I think
Or
someone
Star Fox just wearing a
yes.
mask.
And, and they only have one lady in the entire group.
Yeah.
And I think she's Virgo.
Okay.
And
Because she's a
so
virgin.
probably. So one of these guys has to be Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius is the blue guy with the red wristbands. I don't know why, but maybe that's him.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very.
Um, I don't know. Who would be the green cricket looking
You should have
guy?
got the Aquarian. Remember that guy? He was great.
Yeah, the Aquarian was good. All right, we'll try to piece this all together as we go through the book. But they're having a
Yep, I'm
meeting.
looking it up, and that is that guy with the blue and the red. He is Aquarius.
Oh, all right, cool, cool. All right. And, so I think it's the bug guy we got to figure out, and we could do it by process of elimination, but I can't remember all the zodiac
That's right.
signs. So, all right, so the crab guy, Cancer, he's conducting the meeting. So I guess that means this meeting is being held on his Cancer, September.
I think that's summertime. I want to say cousin Megan's a Cancer, so that's
You,
probably like 4th of July.
it does have a lot of cancers. Yeah. I should have really studied my astrological charts before we do this show. That's on me. But anyway, all right, the room's secure and the full moon's rising, and Cancer rules this conjunction of the Zodiac
The
cartel.
most unfortunate name of a zodiac sign, really.
Somewhere where the shadows more important than the light, 12 crime lords convene. Then Taurus leans forward. Would you like to be Taurus?
Okay,
I think
I'm
you
gonna do
can.
my
I think
best
you can.
Cornelius Van Lunt.
Yeah, you can embody Cornelius Van Lunt.
He sounds pretty hoity-toity. What's up, Cancer? Nobody in his right mind would call us to Houston in the middle of summer if it weren't an emergency.
Sounds like every on the Dobie Gillis, like What's his name? The famous guy. I can't remember anymore.
A
I'm so old.
famous guy.
I can't. Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty was on Dobie Gillis,
Oh,
and he
okay.
played a really rich guy. That sounded like, yeah, that's pretty good. All
It's
right.
thinking more of like the voice Cameron does on the phone in Ferris Bueller.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I can see that. And then Cancer's back. It's the LMDs again. And then old
Uh-oh.
Pisces, the fish guy, he's like, life model decoys, those android things that took after us. I thought the Avengers captured them last summer. Cancer says, listen to me. They were created by our original Scorpio, Jake Fury of Las Vegas, using the Zodiac key. I like that they give you his birthplace as well. Jake Fury of Las
Yep.
Vegas, not Jake
So we
Fury of
didn't
Pittsburgh.
need, you're not giving us enough info that we don't need to know. Let's also throw in this.
He wanted his own group to kill his own brother. He wanted his own group to kill
To
his
kill
own
his
brother.
own brother.
He kind of left out the
You made me bleed my
gold.
own blood.
Nick Fury, the Shield director. Jake was the one to find the key in the first place, of course, but an extra dimensional power source should belong to the cartel, to all of us, not wasted on robots,
Yeah.
no matter how high class, not wasted on one man's obsession. Yeah, because now we're getting a picture like the first version of the robot uh, Zodiacs, and these
Hmm.
guys look even worse than the human version.
They really do. And why do they not look like the original ones? Like, why was he just like, yeah, I need to make like shittier looking versions? Can I come up with worse costumes? Cool.
Anyway, Jake killed himself when the old defenders put the cap on that. Shield collected the key and four of the LMDs. And
Man,
he's
this I
trying
don't
to
want to tell
count.
this Jake Fury what he's up to, but his business, but he doesn't seem like he's that smart. He's got like this ultimate
Like,
powerful weapon, and he's just like, ah, well, failed once. Time to off myself.
yeah, I think you'll be okay if you got that Zodiac key thing. But I like the
Yeah.
Cancer. He's about to rattle off, like count down the LMDs who are arrested, and he's got giant claw hands, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have fingers, so you can't like count off one, two, three.
He can only count to four.
But he's trying to count off. Another four escaped, and three had never really come to life in the first place. Then someone says, "That's 11. What happened at 12?" And he says, "Don't know." And apparently this all happened in Defenders 46 to 50.
Yeah.
We weren't real concerned when one of the four escapees, the LMD Taurus, took on our Taurus. Well, the LMD Taurus looks terrible.
He really does.
It's just a bald guy in a brown, like
In like a
wacky
scuba
outfit.
suit that doesn't even have a helmet. I don't know.
Oh, Taurus snorts derisively. Great. Cancer
Cancer
sneer.
sneers, especially after Iron Man destroyed it.
So we had to get dialogue tags for the narration boxes so we know who's talking.
Yep. Because there's so many people.
And that was in IM number 183. I guess Iron Man 183, but it
Yeah.
could be anything IM. All right, yeah. So here's where the Quicksilver stuff happens. West Coast Avengers Annual One. But we were real concerned when Quicksilver showed up with a full 12-man team last summer. The Avengers did capture every one of them, except for two who were destroyed. But the question was, where did they come from and why? Virgo. And the lady says, wouldn't you figure they're still primarily Shield's problem? And he says, no, they've shown no interest there. Oh, wait, you got to do Scorpio because he's a wacky ass.
Oh boy. Yep. Okay. Then you assume that they are after us, Cancer.
That may be a goal, Scorpio, but not a major one. And then the fish guy says, so we get back to my question. Who cares, especially if they're all locked up? That's why I called this meeting, Aquarius. They were all released last night. What? How could they get released? And that's just some random guy saying that. We don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, well, oh no, you know what? That's the in-betweener looking guy. They just colored him weird. And then the cricket guy
Oh,
says,
okay.
how could
They
we,
colored him
every
like.
time we've been captured, Gemini? So yeah, the in-betweener guy is Gemini. And so we got to figure out the cricket guy yet. Yeah, but our gangs control the 12 major markets. I think this is Aries talking. We've got friends in high places. And so evidently do they.
Hmm.
So they're having this meeting. They're trying to figure out what's going on with the LMDs. And finally, though, Jank, Scorpio stands up, and what does he say?
It is not an attitude, Torres. See? Jacques Lapointe.
Shock. And
And he pulls
Cancer's
up
like,
his
yeah,
mask and he's like, "Yep, I'm Jacques
yeah.
Lapointe."
So we know who's under the Massler point, but it never pays to advertise in this business.
Okay, then check this out. He
What?
rips his
Holy
face off.
Jake Fury, the point replaced you. You're dead, dead. Oh, yeah.
No, or not only am I not dead, Taurus, I'm not alive. I'm an LMD. I think he loses the accent at this point because they know
Yeah.
he's not Lapointe.
Yes, this is his French accent. It's so are all my friends, and boom, we got a big splash page of all these robot Zodiac figures come running in, and they look
Yeah,
terrible.
they really do. One of them is just ripping off Raven from the Teen Titans.
Yes,
Taurus is like a lady now.
yeah, because they got six ladies and six fellas now on the team. They
Yep.
Hawkeye notices this, and he makes a point of it, like everything has to be in balance or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's like
They may have
Thanos.
ripped off Thanos' whole gimmick, yeah, in the movies.
And I look on the ground there. It says, "What is Scorpio?" Written on the ground. I didn't even notice.
That is weird.
So the fish guy is now a fish lady, but she has a
Yep.
bathing suit. And then there's a I guess Aquarius is that guy with the gun, like that cable gun, and he's got metal legs,
Hmm.
and then we got a Capricorn, looks like a metal
He's
Capricorn
like a
guy.
full-on robot. Yeah, he's like Colossus.
Leo's weird. He's not wearing a whole lion outfit. He's got like a mane of hair though behind his mask.
Yeah, kind of weird, like Maverick mask from the X-Men.
Gemini is still doing the black and white gimmick, but she's a lady now.
So she's got long red hair coming out of the back.
And
Other than
and
that, basically the
Cancer
same.
looks and Cancer looks like he's a full-on ribbit. Like the guy in the background. Can you see him there coming in?
Oh, that's Cancer? Oh, yeah, I guess he's got the little claws. Yep.
A claw hands, yeah. I mean, he just looks he looks like a GoBot. He doesn't even look like a
Yeah.
so all the LMDs just run in and they start just murdering the humans. Like,
Yep.
they are not dicking around. They just come in here.
It's basically two panels and out for this whole fight here. You see one
I
or not even splash panel, but a large half the page panel of them fighting. And then I'm very confused as to what happens next here because it looks like Cancer is killing them all because you see just energy shooting out
yeah,
of a claw and hand, but apparently
this
that's
is
the
ribbit.
key.
Yeah, the ribbit
I don't
cancer. I
know.
think it's ribbit cancer shooting a laser out, but
Oh, okay. I mean, he's apparently super strong because he killed them all
yeah.
in one shot.
But I like in the first panel, like of them attacking them. Leo, the big tough guy, goes right after Virgo, the only lady on the other team. The human. Like you got six ladies on the team. Now maybe let the lady fight the lady. But
You're
Leo's
a
like,
robot. You
no,
don't care about these kinds of things.
I'm gonna go
You're not
kill that
worried about
lady.
decorum.
So yeah, all the Zodiac. The Scorpio impulse shows a fascination with the great mystery, such as death. So say the astrologers. They would not be surprised at the result of Scorpio's attack. Yeah, so all the human Zodiac are dead,
Yep.
except for
Except for
one.
one. Our guy Van Lunt.
Cornelius Van Lunt somehow survived. He's just standing there like they just forgot about him. And he's like, "You. Oh, yeah, wait, you do Cornelius too." Yeah.
You killed them. I put my life into this cartel.
I like that's what he's upset about. Not that they're dead, but I worked so hard. You ruined all my work.
I had to learn all these fuckers' names and where they're from, what city.
I was Jake
Man.
Fury from Las Vegas. I knew that. And now you just murdered everybody. So he starts running, and for some reason they shoot at him, but they hit the floor beneath him, and he falls through the
Yep.
floor, and he ends up in a shopping mall somehow. They
Yeah.
probably should have established that this meeting was happening on the upstairs on a shopping mall at some point.
I used
But
to
they
go to
never
like a
did.
dentist that was on like the second floor of like the Sears in the mall. I feel like that's kind of what this was. They were just meeting in that upstairs kind of
Their,
dental office.
their secret clubhouse is next to
Yeah.
Spencer's Gifts on the second floor, and he falls through the floor. So now he's running through the mall, and Scorpio jumps down after him. And and Taurus is like, his venom, I can't let it touch me. And people are running away, and he's running from Scorpio, and Scorpio can't catch up to him. And Taurus is thinking to himself, can't beat his speed, but I know the Houston tunnels. Oh yeah, they're in Houston. Uh,
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't. So he disappears in the crowd of Houston shopping mall, and
Then there was
Scorpio
some
can't
really,
catch him.
really strange dialogue here, or not even dialogue, just the narration boxes, because it's like across from the atrium in Houston is a bar that does great business on Friday nights. It looks just like a bar in LA. So I was like, wait, so are they in Houston? Like this is this next scene happening in Houston, or is it happening in
That's in
LA?
Houston.
Like what?
Just looks like an
That's
LA
the
bar,
one,
but it's
yeah.
Houston. Mhm.
That's your way to transition here. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a need
You
to
know where
mention
else
LA
has
at all.
bars? LA. Okay. Weird.
So Mockingbird is meeting a friend of hers at a bar, and Mockingbird's got like short blonde hair here, and her friend, I think she also has a wacky accent, Josie Ann, and
Yeah.
she likes
She
the
is
big
also
chicks.
French, I think.
Yes. What is she like? Cherie, it is worth my clearance to be seen with you.
Yeah, she's a shield agent.
Yeah, because Mockingbird used to be a Shield agent as well. And she's like, well,
Yeah.
Bobby, it is so much worse at Shield. The Colonel,
The
he
Colonel.
looks as if he never sleeps. Kind of like Arnold
Still the
Schwarzenegger if he was
internal
French.
problems. Yeah. It's not a tumor.
Steel, yes.
Is he winning?
Who can say? Apostrophe OO.
Who's this
Who can
ooh?
say?
I want to talk to him.
Do you wish to help?
I
H
might
A
wish to, mon ami.
H
But
A
he made it
I
clear.
L P. Help?
Help. She's also Southern. So
Hell.
yeah, she was just kind of yeah, she didn't really get what she wanted out of this whole interaction.
Well,
She's just
I
like,
think
well,
she was just checking on how things are going for Nick Fury because she's been hearing rumors that there's trouble in Shield, and I think this is right before that Nick Fury,
that miniseries.
yes, that we did issue one of. Remember a couple
Okay.
months ago. So I think it's trying to
Yep.
plant the seeds that there's trouble in Shield and Nick Fury because remember there weren't there LMDs taking over there as well?
Yeah. Yeah, sure was.
Yeah. So I think that's all what that's about. And
Yeah, I mean
then
they briefly mention that this, she's been worried about him since some other issue, but they don't really say what happened in that issue that she's afraid of or what he's got going on. So maybe it's
um,
that.
so
So
she's
then
waiting
yeah, like Hawkeye and Moon Knight are just out palling around shopping, I guess,
in a
trying on like
convertible,
jock straps and I don't
a
know, they're just
lime
like,
green
hey.
convertible. Yeah.
They're
And they
like, hey,
pick up
pretty lady, hop in.
they pick
We're
up
doing butt
Bobby.
stuff.
Yeah.
Get
And
in, loser.
yeah,
We're doing butt stuff.
Moon Knight seems very cheerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this issue
He's just
leaves
like
the
a
league.
happy Southern California guy right now.
Yeah, he's wearing wacky shirts and everything. But this issue does lead the league in like editor's notes. Every panel there's an
Yes.
editor note. And West Coast Avengers 23 and Werewolf by Night 32. And yeah,
Moon Knight's first case was infiltrating the LA
yeah,
underworld. Werewolf by Night, number 32. Why do we need to know that?
yeah. But I guess Moon Knight is he's not an official member yet. He's a provisional member,
Yeah.
and until he gets voted in. But he's sure he'll get accepted. And
I mean, it's between you and D-Man. I don't know. Pretty tough.
and he says, "So how was shopping, honey? Didn't find anything you wanted to buy?" And Bobby says, "Nope. I'm the kind of wife you can be proud of, sport. Not for much longer, because they get
Yeah.
divorced." Not too much longer.
Yeah,
Uh,
sadly.
so now we cut back to where are we at? Silicon Valley. Now we're back in LA,
Yeah.
I guess. So what do you think
And
of this?
Iron Man's flying around, and Hank Pym is in some kind of like sentient airplane type thing, and it's like a weird little spaceship thing. And they're testing that thing out. He wants to try it against Iron Man's, fighting prowess and see what it can do.
Yeah. So yeah, Hank's inside it, right? Flying it, or
Yep.
it's not just remote controlled or something.
But he's talking to it. It's like Rover almost flies itself, Iron Man. And then Rover's like, and I tell him when I think I can do something like this, Iron Man.
Yeah, and he says Iron Man every time he talks. Oh no, Iron Man. I'd like to help Dr. Pym.
At least he doesn't say I am. Shorten it to things we may not recognize.
Yeah, so they're just talking about, yeah, he's doing a good job. He's trying to get implemented, back into the team or integrated back into the team, however you want to say. And then they come down, and there is Taurus shivering and
Yeah.
shaking like a little schoolgirl. But he says, hold it right there. And he's got a gun on them, and his gun has a star on the end of it.
As all good guns do.
And then Hank Pym with this award-winning dialogue. I remember you, asterisk, editor note, Avengers number 72, Avengers 120, 122. You're Taurus, the human Taurus of the Zodiac cartel.
Well, yeah, there's those robots out there. We gotta specify.
And then
You're
Iron Man,
definitely the human one, because that other one's dopey as hell.
then Iron Man says, and I remember that Star Blazer weapon. uh,
Starboy.
do Van Lunt here.
But you can forget everything else you know about me. I haven't come to attack you, Avengers. I need you to hear me out.
Why even have the gun at all? You
Yeah,
know? Why not show him?
not a good idea.
Why not show him there with his mask off, looking all like just, terrified, and like I need your help.
Hangdog expression.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So it's not like they're going to attack him, but he's there with a gun. Like if they see him with a gun, they probably will attack him. Iron Man probably will just
Yeah.
shoot him. But
Shoot first, ask questions
yeah.
later.
So now we cut back and we see Hawkeye's face in this panel. Um, they're still driving their convertible and they get a call. Iron Man calling Avengers. Pym and I are flying in with a very strange visitor. Meet us at the estate ASAP in costume. And so they go turning around. And then we cut to Tiger. She's just chasing a squirrel. That's how she,
Yep. But she keeps telling it, oh, I'm not going to eat you.
yeah,
Just like to chase you. Don't
just want to
worry.
have fun. She spends her time chasing squirrels. But she gets a bulletin on her little communication device calling her back. And then Wonder Man is at dinner with some big time Hollywood producers and his agent. And he's cutting a deal. He wants 3 picks, Barry, with my cut from the gross, of course, and script approval. And
Yeah. Apparently his
come
career
on.
was going much better here than in that Wonder
Yeah.
Man one shot where he was like getting fired off the one job he could kind of get.
And then they call him back, and he's like, I gotta go. And he's like, you can't just leave. And he's like, yeah, I got to. I'm committed to the Avengers. And then when he's leaving, his agent says he's going to be on the news tonight. So then the producers say, all right, you got your 3 pictures. Can talk to me. So then we see the spaceship flying in with Pym and Iron Man and Taurus. Then they're in a meeting and they're chatting it up. And I don't know if you want to read all this as Van Line. It might hurt your voice. But
Yeah, I
um,
mean, he's mostly just telling the story of, stuff we already know.
yeah, he's just saying my cartel's been destroyed. And
Yep.
um, they're going back over the Zodiac's history, how the Avengers stopped them. Like they had a big giant gun with a star on it at one point. And
Yeah.
they were going to use it to kill every Gemini in New York City, in Manhattan.
He
Holy
really had
hell.
it out for Geminis. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
Kill every Gemini. I know a lot of Geminis. Our buddy
Yeah, me
Larry is a
too.
Gemini. Our
Yeah.
buddy the Ed is a
The
Gemini.
Ed.
Our buddy the
Yep.
Dave is a Gemini.
Oh, this would have
Man,
been
we'd lose a lot of
devastating.
people. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess in New York, maybe. We
So
could do without them.
but then he says, but they're saying, "Hey, why are we going to help you? You're Cornelius Van Lunt." You're Taurus, And
Yeah.
he says, I don't deny it, Hawkeye. It was because of my recent encounter with Iron Man that I went to him for help. But the LMDs are a far greater foe. Unlike the human Zodiac members who were chosen by their birth signs, but were like all humans, fully rounded. Fully rounded. The androids act precisely like their signs. They represent 12 pure forces. And yet that is also their greatest weakness. And here's my favorite part. I wasn't an astrologer when I began Zodiac, but naturally, I've studied it since then. I can advise you where they're likely to strike.
Uh, and
Then
then
Moon
Moon
Knight's
Knight's kind of like, well, and then what? We ace your enemies, then you recruit a new cartel? No chance, Van Lunt.
It's like, no, no, I'm not going to do that. No, no, that's crazy. I give you my
I would
word
never
as
do that.
Cornelius Van Lunt, a guy who dresses in a bowl costume, that I would never do such a thing. But then Van Lunt's thinking to himself, you dummy, as soon as you get rid of my enemies, I'm going to start the Zodiac again. That's what I'm going to do.
I like the new Moon Knight takes his word though. He's like, I'll take his word
Uh,
because the moon's in Taurus, and he and I both understand the power of the Night Sphere. Like, okay, that sounds like some bullshit right there. But
yeah, so Van Lunt's thinking, what an idiot. These
yeah.
idealistic heroes will never understand the hard realities of life. But perhaps they'll learn a little something by how fast I recreate Zodiac once they've done my work for me.
I can find someone else from Vegas. Don't you worry.
And then he says harumph. He actually says harumph. Well, with the LMDs responding unequivocally to the moon's location and my knowledge of events that would tempt them, I predict. Then we turn the page. The Breeders' Cattle Convention in Wichita. What?
Yep. Clearly, that's the best option.
Why are they going there exactly?
They want hamburgers. Lots and lots of hamburgers.
I wait. There's also something here I like with the tiger. Can we see? Yeah, the tiger. I don't know. There's maybe it's later. There's a part where Tiger's in the background and she's thinking how, oh yeah, here it is. It's up when Moon Knight was talking. She says, "Wow, I believe in straight out sorcery and cat demons of the nether realms, but astrology? That's where she draws the line.
Yep.
This is
It's pretty good.
crazy. Astrology. All right. So
There's a guy in our team made out of ionic energy, but astrology.
astrology. That's hokum. The breeders. So we cut back to the breeders' cattle auction in Wichita, and someone says, "Holy
I
cow!"
guess they're just gonna hold up these rich cattle guys. I guess that's their plan.
Yes, Scorpio murders a cow just to show that they're serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom! He just the Zodiac dude. He just kills that poor cow, and but then the Avengers show up. Avengers assemble. Well, the West Coast Avengers, not the good ones, and they start
They should have
fighting.
worked that into the title. West Coast Avengers Assemble. Oh, everyone just
Oh,
kind of
not the
walks
good
away.
ones.
Like, I was gonna stick around for this, but none of it's the West Coast Avengers.
Not even gold and red Iron Man. It's silver and red Iron Man.
Boo.
And he's got a triangle on his chest instead of the standard circle that everyone loves. But
Got giant shoulder pads, more than usual.
here's some more award-winning dialogue. So Iron Man says, "I'll take care of the Zodiac key," and then Zodiac says, "Not if the key neutralizes your beam first, Iron Man." And then Wonder Man says, "I knew beams wouldn't stop anything." What beams? What beams ever done? But he's like,
But yeah, but
"Yeah,
now
go
I'm
ahead."
committed to the now that I'm committed to the Avengers, again, he's got to keep dropping
Yeah.
that. Look,
That's
me and
their,
the Avengers are going steady. I don't know if you've heard.
if you want to convince people of how committed you are to something, keep saying how committed you are to it. It does not seem like you're doubting yourself
Not
at all.
overcompensation at all, yeah.
Uh,
It's
but
probably I think that's what like Dave Grohl used to say about his wife.
uh,
I am very committed. I love my wife. And then uh-oh.
yeah, he said, "But now I'm committed to the Avengers. I'm not going to worry about Iron Man's mistakes. I'm going to make sure the team comes out on top." So he takes a shot at Iron Man too there. Like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
Why is this guy on the team? He should be committed to an asylum.
And he just kind of gets zapped by the Zodiac key, and he like lets go of Scorpio. And then Tiger says, "It'll take more than that to stop Wandy, Scorpio, but I'll let you find that out." And then she wants to fight Leo, the cat guy, and
Yeah.
Virgo wants to fight too. She's like, "No, I just want to fight the cat." So she jumps on him. Cat's only here. and, uh, And then Moon Knight, he carries around an Ankh sign of his own, so it's like a
Hmm.
Timu Zodiac key. It doesn't not quite the
Yeah.
and,
Can't shoot any energy beams. It's just a club.
yeah, he's just it's like
It's got no batteries.
just bludgeoning people with it,
Yeah.
and he cracks the robot cancer guy, and we get more editor notes explaining who Khonshu is, the moon god, the night serves.
Hank Pym and his like Michael Jackson outfit are just kind of like standing like,
Yes,
oh,
that
what
is
do
the
I
worst.
do?
Yes, yes, yes. Describe because this was always the worst part about Hank Pym in this era. Like, how is he dressed? Explain how he's
Uh,
dressed.
he's got like a blue t-shirt on underneath like a red one piece suit that kind of has like the flared collar and then like big bulky pockets and these like blue boots. But yeah, he kind of looks like Michael Jackson in Thriller a little bit.
Now that I'm thinking of it, he's kind of dressed like the Beyonder in Secret Wars 2, except he wore white.
Yeah.
Like, this is all
Yep.
Al Milgrom could, anytime they said draw him in a suit, this is what Al Milgrom thought a suit was.
Thought it was all one piece. It's just a big jumper.
Because if you had Pym in like an old suit with a fedora, maybe that's a good look. Maybe that's a good look. But this is not a good
Yeah.
look. This is terrible.
No. I guess
And
he's
then
supposed to look like a workman, I guess. Like, I don't know, this is like his lab outfit, but he's
so
wearing it out in the field.
so I guess this is Aquarius, and him and Pisces are going after Hank Pym, and Aquarius tries to shoot him, and Hank Pym pulls some giant piece of technology out of his pocket. Some, I guess, Pym
Yeah.
particles, maybe I don't know.
Just keep it in the same place. Remember Juggernaut was keeping his helmet, just like
but
folding it in his pants.
but Aquarius even says, "Where'd that conductor come from?" Because it like takes the beam that Aquarius shot and shoots it at Pisces somehow, they never explain where it came from.
Nope.
So
There were so many editor notes, but they forgot that
yes.
most important one.
And Hawkeye shooting arrows at him with like gas, trying to knock him out and stuff. And
Hawkeye, they're robots.
yeah,
Gas isn't
that's
gonna work.
that's a good point. That's a very good point. I didn't even think of that. Some know better than Hawkeye. I didn't even realize. A squirt gun would be way better than that. Just get a.
Yeah. A super soaker might be better for this whole thing.
So we get Mockingbird going up against Libra and Gemini, two
Yeah.
ladies,
They're
and
like, she can't hit it, both of us with that staff, and turns out she
uh,
can because it breaks in two and turns into
yeah,
little staffs.
she's
He's
conks
like,
them both on the
aha.
head. And Iron Man's shooting some sort of repulsor rays down. I don't know what he's doing. Um, and then Hawkeye's trying to
Virgo
shoot
beat
at
me
people.
last year, but not this time. So maybe it is still Rhodey? Because I thought they mentioned the last one was Rhodey.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So then Hawkeye meets up with Sagittarius, and even though the symbol for Sagittarius is the archer, he has lasers on his wrists,
Yeah.
a bow and arrow. And Taurus, the lady bull, runs over and she like bumps into Hawkeye gently, I guess, and it throws off his aim, and he hits Sagittarius right in the heart with an arrow.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no,
What
you
kind
bumped
of
my arm.
these seem like pretty shoddily made robots. If like one arrow to the heart is gonna stop you. Like you
Oh,
don't have a real heart. Like, I don't know.
the narration says they know it's a life model decoy, but it moves like a man, moans like a man, dies like a man. The men and women in this hall can't keep their eyes from flickering toward the LMD. The LMDs can. So the robots get the edge because they're not worried about it. And so Leo's about to take out Tiger, but Mockingbird and Moon Knight conk him on the head.
Yep.
Pock, pong. And but then Pisces just freaks out. she starts yelling. She's like, Sagittarius, I dreamed this would happen. And then Pim says,
It's
LMD's
just like
dreams
LMD's dream. Yeah.
of electric sheep? What is happening? And she says, we must escape now. I see disaster ahead if we stay. And so she just starts running away. And like
Yeah.
the
Cancer's
robot
going with her.
cancer, he's like, yeah, it's good enough for me. And Scorpio's
I'm on
pissed.
my break.
He's like, stop you, lily livered, blast it. So he like brings down a wall, so all these cows come running in the room and moo. And so they cause a distraction so the robot LMDs can escape. And and Hawkeye's like, I didn't mean to kill the guy. And Pim's like, it wasn't real, Hawkeye, just like Ultron, not real.
Hawkeye's like a little tiny child. No, Hawkeye, not real.
That's
He
why the
wasn't a
gas
person.
arrows weren't working, Hawkeye. They're robots. Uh, we got Mockingbird looking all sad, and she's thinking to herself, "No, it's not. It's still Clint's shaking. It's like it's the Avengers code, no killing. How can I ever resolve that I what I did to the Phantom Rider? And because you
Yeah.
remember the Phantom Rider kidnapped her, and it was implied that he raped her, you know,
Yeah.
right? And she had a chance to like save him. He was hanging from a cliff, and she didn't. She let him fall and die. So that's what she's
Yep.
talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of why she was meeting that Shield agent earlier. She wanted to talk to Nick Fury about like how do I deal with this with lying to my husband?
Nick Fury is a very good liar.
Yep. He lies
So,
to everyone, so.
so I guess maybe Scorpio used the Zodiac key to teleport everybody away because it looks like there's some energy coming around there. I don't know. But he says, "You idiot Pisces, you wimpy, watery, washed up. You saw disaster, then you caused it, running away." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Scorpio, but that's my nature." Oh, Pisces, they're yellow. They run away all the time. I had no idea.
Oh, how did they
Um,
win the NBA with that?
the fish that saved Pittsburgh. Our strength lies in our combination of traits, Scorpio. This is Leo talking. Unlike the humans who only use the names, we exemplify all the forces of the universe. And Scorpio says, you think I don't know that, Leo? I'm the one who created you all. Exemplify the king of beasts all you want, but don't forget who made it possible. And remember, the loss of Sagittarius is only temporary. I can create a replacement for him as easily as I can for any of you with the Zodiac key. Now leave me and I will. And so he's like, there, high in the sky at this moment is the sign of Sagittarius. From it, I draw the energy I need to form a new LMD, a most ingenious LMD. For who but I am the master of the key? And why don't you know it? He's going back again, and we get more flashbacks to when he's fighting the Defenders
Yeah.
and Nick Fury, and where he shoots himself in the head. They actually show the gun up to his head, and but then we get to the last page here, and he made a very the key starts talking to him. Remember we said the key's sentient, and the
Hmm.
key's like your mind could not initially hold the idea that you had died and been reformulated. So it was enough that you believed yourself a different human until you could accept that I had done for you. And he's like, and I do accept it now. I'd rather be an undying android and be the master of the other androids you create for me, like the Sagittarius I need for my greatest plan. Sagittarius the Archer. And who's he look like though, Jake?
Oh, it looks like our little LMD Hawkeye.
Yeah, got a Hawkeye LMD. I bet this LMD
Uh-oh.
won't cry if he shoots another LMD though. So that's
Probably
how you
not.
that's how you can tell them
He'll be
apart.
dropping bodies, yeah, left and right.
So next, snakes in the grass. So I like that ending. I like the making the Hawkeye
Yeah,
LMD. That's cool. It's a good
that's
ending.
interesting. I mean, if I was
But
this Scorpio, I would just keep making LMDs. Like,
yes,
have two sets of you'll have 24 LMDs then. Like, I don't
wh-
know.
why not have 24 sets of all?
Yeah,
Just have a
just
whole
keep cranking them out.
army of LMDs. Yeah,
Yep.
you don't have to stop. Just keep cranking them out there. So all right, so there it is, West Coast Avengers. Yeah, it was a terribly written comic book, and
It really was.
um,
I used to think the
I,
Zodiac, I never knew much about the Zodiac, but I was like, oh, that seems like a cool idea. This sounds interesting. Now I don't ever want to read about them again. I'm just
yeah.
like, no.
We didn't even
This is
did we ever find
convoluted
out
and terrible.
who the cricket guy was? Like the bug-looking guy?
No, I still don't know. Tried looking up Zodiac Marvel Green guy. Wasn't really giving me the answers I needed.
Well, let me remind myself of the zodiac signs. I know astrologers out there will be very disappointed that I cannot remember all the zodiac signs. I think that guy would have to be. Wow. Wait
Hmm.
a minute. I think there were way too many people on that team.
Let's
All right, we
see.
know
Who have we not
Aquarius, we know
mentioned?
Pisces. It could either be Aries, but I thought Aries was the guy. Oh, you know what? Sagittarius was the guy that with the owl Wolverine haircut, and then Aries was the
Oh,
bug
okay.
guy. But I don't know why he's a bug guy. What is the Aries symbol exactly?
Aries symbol is like it's like a V with like antennas maybe. I guess that's why. I don't know. It's like a V, but then the tops of the V like kind of curve over.
Yeah. It looks like
I
it's a
don't know.
ram. Like yeah, the zodiac
Yeah,
symbol is a
it's a
ram.
ram.
So how the hell does that guy look like a ram? So wait, was that other
He does
guy?
not.
Because I thought, oh, maybe he's Capricorn. Could he be Capricorn? And maybe the other guy with the horns was the ram and not.
Maybe he doesn't look like
I
a
thought,
horned goat either, though. So
is
I
that what
don't
Capricorn
know.
is, or did I confuse the
Yeah, it says
Capricorn?
Capricorn is the horned goat.
All
Aries
right.
is a ram. So they didn't have a lot of animals to choose from. Apparently, they're staying in the same families here.
Huh.
I don't know what
This
that
is
guy
confusing.
is.
All right, we'll figure it out. I don't know, but yeah, Englehart here was brutal. But it was fun, terrible, right? I think it was fun, terrible. No.
There were moments that were fun, terrible, but then there was just so much backstory. That was like 60% of the issue was just backstory.
Yeah, it really was. There's like three giant sections of backstory and about 62 editor notes, and it was rough.
Yep.
It was rough. And Al Milgrom, God bless him, not the best artist, He's just like
No.
about as
He's
boring
yeah.
as you can get from an art standpoint.
He's
Nothing
pretty
too
stock.
exciting. So yeah, not the best. You can kind of understand why West Coast Avengers wasn't exactly a marquee title here in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
still
John Byrne
finding
came in
whatever
and
footing they would eventually get.
yeah, John Byrne came in and made it interesting, like he with the white
Yeah.
vision and all that, right? And
The Great Lakes Avengers really
yeah,
took off
that's
once
right. We
they
did
were
a Great
introduced.
Lakes Avengers. That's right.
Apparently,
Um,
the green guy is actually Capricorn. We can put that mystery to rest.
okay, why does he look like that then?
I
That's the other
don't know. In
mystery we have
some
to figure
versions, his
out.
mask is kind of like it sticks up a lot more like horns.
Hey, looks like a
So
cricket
maybe Al
guy.
Milgrom just didn't draw it very well.
Huh. I don't know. I'll have to consult my personal astrologer and I'll get back to you.
That's right.
But all right. So, how do you feel about Zodiac as a team? It just 12
Ah,
members. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough
yeah.
as a gimmick.
I feel like I know nothing about the actual Zodiac team because they were all murdered immediately. Like, did they actually
Yeah.
have any abilities, or are these all just normal people
They're
dressing up
normal
like
people.
things? Okay.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, are just normal people dressing up like the Zodiac because they were just involved in
Oh,
like economics and politics. They weren't really, super
okay.
villainy. But
I mean, that could be cool. I don't know that that's an Avengers level threat right there.
yeah, pretty sure
But
Thor's not scared of the Zodiac. You know what I'm
yeah. Oh no, a
saying?
guy in a lion costume whose hands are sticking out. What'll I do?
uh, it's a good gimmick, but yeah, just 12 members. That's tough to write, man. Tough to write.
Yeah, really is.
So,
You got to keep
all
reminding
right.
us where they're from and what their names are. Like that's
Another,
tough.
I was thinking another big villain team we've never done is like the Serpent Society.
Oh yeah.
Might have to add them to the
I
list
know
here
another
soon.
one that's Hulk related,
Oh,
but we'll do that at one point for sure.
a Hulk related team of villains, as you said?
Yeah. I don't know if they're as
Wow.
big as like the Serpent Society or the Zodiac, but in Hulk world, I feel like they're big.
I don't know who are they?
We'll find out.
Oh, is that next issue?
No, no.
Oh, well,
Unless I
then you
call
can
an
give it to
audible,
us.
but I probably won't.
So who are they?
The UFOs?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a vague
I like the
recollection of those
UFOs.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know. I'll give this issue a 5. Middle of the road.
Okay. I think I'd go
Because it was
probably about a 4.
I had fun even though it was terrible. Because it was so terrible. It was fun.
I think
Um,
most of that 4 is going to be mostly just for the terrible accents. There's so
yes.
many terrible French accents going on that have made it fun.
Uh, so there it is, our first experience with the Zodiac. Let's hope it's our last. And
Please.
all right, next week, Jank, what do you got for us?
All right, so next week is a big episode for us because it's going to be the episode that goes along with the next Flea Awards. I
Oh,
was going to
so
say
wait,
quesadillas, but they're the Flea Awards.
yeah, I don't know when that award show will be coming out. We'll figure it out because we got to record
Yep,
it and then make the video. But this would be the last issue that is eligible for a Flea Award, correct?
true. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if Zodiac will be cracking the best villain category,
Not
but
looking good. I'm looking in
Cornelius
my
Van
Zodiac
Lunt.
signs, my astrology right now, and it's saying not looking good for Zodiac.
Oh no, Cornelius Van Lunt could make a run, the way he was
Yeah,
he's
he
called
can
him
run.
yeah, but he was trying to like trick him, like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And he said, you idiots, I'm gonna definitely do that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he added
But
a harumph. I mean, that's worth something.
yeah,
It's
I
worth
don't
some points.
All right, so you got yeah, this will be issue or episode 350, correct? Of the big
Yeah,
show.
that's right.
That's almost
Holy hell.
7 years of doing this show.
Oh my God.
What has become of me?
Where has your life gone?
Oh my
Spent
God.
on this bullshit.
On fake radio. I've done more fake radio than anyone in the history of the planet, probably by this point. I mean,
Yeah,
it's good. No,
that's probably possible.
no one stays committed to a bit more than me. Like if I say I'm going to do something, I'm like Wonder Man. When I commit to the team, I commit. You don't not,
Yeah.
you don't hear me saying how committed I am. I just show up every week and I produce 3 to 4 hours of fake radio every week for
I mean,
20
there are people
years.
that commit to this, but they're actually making money off of it. Like
Yes,
no one
yes.
commits to something
I
they're
haven't made
not
a
making money
dime out of
off of.
this. 20 years I've been doing this bullshit.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
Lord.
shit.
All right. So what do you got for us next week?
So next week I figured we would do one of our favorites here on the show, yours especially, is when we do Batman.
Oh,
So
what? Again? How many Batman books are there? You can't be doing Batman when you're trying to get me to read The Dark Knight Returns,
this
Like
is
that's
how we
only
get
four
people
months
hyped up for it.
away. That's only 4 months away.
That's not guaranteed at the rate we go. So
Another
we're gonna finally
Batman?
take a look at Death in the Family and the death of Jason Todd in Batman number 427.
Batman 427. Is this
Yeah.
80, 87, 86,
I
somewhere
think
in
it's
there?
88.
Oh, 1988. All right.
Could be 87,
Um,
but I want to say 88.
all right, we'll figure it out. But hey, Batman?
Yeah. We
This is
got to build the
terrible.
hype.
This is awful. All right. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, or maybe don't subscribe because we don't have to. But we appreciate the support. And until next week, don't get any jank on you.